Please again welcome Kevin Bruning.
Thank you, Kathleen. And thank you all for coming this morning. Again, I am Kevin Bruning. I'm a lawyer with Bruning Associates here in Crystal Lake. They asked us to talk about ideas that help our companies become successful. And there's a list of 10 in the program, but I wanted to talk to you about the one that was probably the most important idea for our firm. And that program was networking. Before I came to McHenry County, I didn't know how to network. I was a partner at a large law firm in Chicago. The clients for our firm just came to us through the reputation of our firm. There was never a shortage for work. And I worked a lot, and I worked in the city, and so I would take the Metro train from Crystal Lake down to the city. And it was a lot of hard work to take that train every day. Some of you who have commuted before know how difficult that could be. So one day I was sitting on the train with a partner of mine at the law firm. And that man had grown up here in Crystal Lake. His family had been here in Crystal Lake for a long time. His name is Bill Hubbard. His brother Dave is going to present to us today as well. And I looked at Bill and I said, Bill, I'm really tired of this commute. What would you do to start a law firm in Crystal Lake? And he didn't hesitate. He said, I would do two things. He said, I would join the Crystal Lake Chamber of Commerce and I would join the Crystal Lake Rotary Club. So the next day, when I was in Crystal Lake, I went over to the Chamber of Commerce building, and I walked in and I talked to the membership director, who was this little tiny lady named Thelma Frade, who had this great New England accent. And I said, I think I need to join the Crystal Lake Chamber of Commerce. And she said, great. She said, how would you like to join a networking group? And I said, you know, I don't know what a networking group is, but if you think it's a good idea, I'll try it. She said, great. Come here to the Crystal Lake Chamber office tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning, and we'll let you try out this networking group. So I came to this group, and I sat down, and there was about 20 people in the room, and they explained to me that this group was a organization of professionals who were there for the purpose of providing each other business. And there wouldn't be any other lawyers in the group, and there was a printer, and there wouldn't be any other printers, and there was an insurance person, and there wouldn't be any other insurance people. And I looked at them and I said, great, but I'm a little scared here. I don't know how to get business for myself in McHenry County, and you all want me to give business to you. And they said, don't worry about it. We're going to teach you how to do this. And so I took it on faith, which was a big deal for me, because I'm a lawyer, and I'm usually skeptical of everything. And so I started coming to this meeting every week. And they told me at these meetings, you've got to do more than just coming to these meetings. You got to go to mixers, you got to go to breakfasts like this, you got to get out into the community. And pretty soon you'll be meeting enough people where they'll say, you know, I need some auto insurance. And you can think of the guy in the group who sells auto insurance, and you'll say, hey, I know this person. You know, he will, quote you some auto insurance and so forth. And lo and behold, it worked. And after 6 months of being in this group, I had generated enough business in McHenry County to go to the executive committee of this huge firm that I work for and said, I have all this business in Crystal Lake. What do you think about opening a satellite office in Crystal Lake? And they thought it was a great idea, so they let me do it. And that was back in 1996. And so from 96 until 2000, I managed the office in Crystal Lake for this very large firm. And we had lots of business, and I continued my networking activities, and I looked at it in mid-1999, towards the beginning of 2000, and I had enough business to start my own firm. And this program had worked really well for me. I had 3 lawyers working for me at the big firm at the time that I left, so we really had grown our business. But then I started my own firm, and I had to start hiring lawyers for my new firm. And when I would interview them, I would talk to them and I would say, what do you do for networking? And they'd say, well, what do you mean? I said, well, have you ever been in a chamber of commerce? Have you ever been to a networking group? And most of them said no, and I said, don't worry. We'll teach you how to do it, just like they taught me how to do it at my networking group. And what I learned is that people are going to do business with those they know, like, and trust. But how do you get them to know, like, and trust you? You have to get out there and network. So join a networking group. Go to the after-hours functions. There's another guy who talks about networking groups that I'm very impressed with when I hear him. He says, make sure you go to at least 2 networking events a week. Now, it seems a lot, but it has paid huge dividends for me. Our firm started out as 1 lawyer in 2000, and we have 9 now, with an office here in Crystal Lake, an office in Schaumburg, and an office in Chicago. So I think our most successful program is networking. So keep coming to these groups. How do you, Kevin?